When you activate and do this work on and in yourself, your root chakra, to raise up your Kundalini serpent fire power from your pussy, POOS hyphenated E, for those of you that know, you know, through your body to your crown, to be crowned, so that you're sitting on the throne of your power and of your purpose and of your pussy and of your beauty, of your magnetism, of your spiritual abilities, of all of your talents, skills, abilities, yummy, delicious, juicy, just goodness, honey. When you do this work to activate, you get nervous and intimidated by the powers and the gifts that you activate. You actually feel nervous and intimidated by yourself and all that you've unleashed, right? You start to see these changes happening. Your skin starts glowing, your body getting tight. Okay, what's the saying? What's the saying? May your waist get snatched and your booty get fatter. Like, I'm just saying, right? You start to see this glow up happen, right? This halo, your halo is activated. You get intimidated by this person that you see coming alive and awakening in you. When you look in the mirror, you're like, oh my goodness. We're going to talk about the body dysmorphia in a minute, which is really the whole topic of this. But you get nervous and intimidated by your own power. So you can just imagine what people around you or the world sees when they look at you. If you're intimidated by you, what do you think you're doing to other people? But let me tell you why. Welcome to Alcheminity, because turning pain into power is sexy. And I'm your host and creator of this colony and the many colonies we're building around our globe, hell, around our galaxies at this point. I am your queen bee, Miss Burgess, if you're nasty, aka Nova, aka the Gypsy Empress. Let's get into this message, y'all. Shouts out to all the new subscribers. I see you. I see your comments. Welcome home. This is your home. Make no mistake about it. If you're aligned here, then this is for you. For those of you who've been here for some time, I love you and I appreciate you, and I'm glad we found each other again. Let's get into it. Listen, you get intimidated and you get nervous about the person that you're becoming and unbecoming all at the same time. When you activate, you are changing up your habits, right? You're changing up your eating habits. You're changing up your self-care routines, right? You're doing, like we talked about before, you're making your own healing tonics. You're doing at-home facials. You're grounding. You're earthing. You're sipping your beauty elixirs. You're activating the power from your pussy and raising it up through your body so that the world can experience your mission and your purpose. This is why you're doing all of this work, so that you can come into alignment with your missions and your purposes, meaning coming into alignment with why you were born in the first place. Why are you here, right? So as you start to do this work to activate into the reasons why you're here, right? Because many of us are activating in our beauty and our magnetism and all our yummy juiciness, because this is a part of our missions and our purposes. For many of you, your missions and your purpose are to be in the public eye. So it matters what you look like. It matters how you show up, even if it's in a potato sack. And so as you activate and start coming fully into this more aligned, awakened beauty and beast you. Now, I've given an example before from the show Queen of the South, when the main actress saw her higher self would come and visit her sometime and give her advice on what to do, what moves to make when she was in the most enthralling moments, when she was in a life or death situation. Her higher self would show up to her. Now, her higher self was beautiful, wearing all white suit, red bottoms. Like, her higher self was rich. Her higher self was that bitch, right? The HBIC. And so many of you have seen visions of your activated self, and you are becoming that. You're unbecoming the death and the rebirth to become the vision that your spiritual self or your ancestors have given to you. Okay? You've seen visions of what you are supposed to look like in your mission and in your purpose. You've seen the body you're supposed to have. You've seen your skin glowing. You've seen your hair a certain way. You've seen your toes a certain way. Whatever it is, you've seen visions of your activated self. You've seen visions of your aroused and integrated self. You've seen visions of what it looks like for your beauty and your beast to be married within you. You've seen it. And many of you are already becoming it because you've been doing this work on and in yourself, and you continue to do this work on and in yourself. And when you look in the mirror, you get intimidated. You're like, oh shit, I'm actually becoming this. I'm actually looking like the vision of myself that I've always dreamt of, that I've always admired. My body is changing. My skin is changing for the better. The glow up is real. I'm hearing level up, level up, level up, level up. The level up is real. It's actually happening. And so as it's happening in real time, you start to get intimidated by what you see. You know why you get intimidated? Because even me, we get intimidated. And a lot of times this is when body dysmorphia starts to show up. Many of you may have experienced this or are experiencing this right now. I've experienced it several times. But body dysmorphia, I just want to look it up just to get the actual definition here. But many, as you're beginning on your journey of activating, many of you think you look like what you used to. Right? You think you look like what you used to until people around you start to point out, hey girl, you losing weight. Or maybe you wanted to get a little thicker. Hey girl, you looking thick. You looking good. Maybe you're on the slimmer side and you wanted to put on a little weight, right? Or, oh my gosh, girl, your skin looking really good. Oh, why your eyes look so pretty and bright. Whatever it is, you'll start to notice people start to compliment you on things that you hadn't really picked up on yourself, because you know how it is. Sometimes you don't see yourself fully. You still think you look like what you used to look like. You still think that, because you've been working out, you've been being conscious about what you're eating. You've been taking your supplements, whatever those are. You've been listening to your Kundalini wise serpent energy about how to take care of yourself. And so you've been on this journey for some time, whether you've fallen off the journey, got back on, fallen off, got back on. Many of us do, right? Not this time, though. Many of us, the responsibility is to stay here on this path because it's a part of your mission and your purpose. You can't go back. Heavy is the head that wears the crown, and the responsibility of what it means to be fully activated in your beauty and your magnetism is heavy. Yeah. And so people start to point out to you, girl, you looking good. And you be like, really? Okay, I appreciate that. Well, thank you. To you, it's no big deal. But one day you look in the mirror, or somebody takes a photo of you, and you're like, oh my gosh. Sometimes you ever experience that, have that feeling. Again, this is the body dysmorphia, but you're like, you don't know how much you've activated and glowed up and shifted until somebody takes a photo. You take a group photo, somebody takes a photo of you, and you look at the photo, or you look back at a photo and you're like, damn, I look pretty damn good. I wasn't as chunky as I thought I was. I wasn't, in our own minds, we are different than the way the world perceives us, or even how the camera perceives us. That could be good or bad, right? But for those of you on this journey, you probably look back at photos and was like, dang, I thought I was a little chunkier, but I looked pretty good, right? This is what's happening for many of you right now. People are showing up on your path and being a mirror, a reflection of the work that you're putting in on yourself, right? Body dysmorphia. So give me 1 second. Let me look this up. Hold on. Body dysmorphia, it says, is a mental health condition characterized by an excessive preoccupation with perceived flaws in one's physical appearance. This one says having an inflated or distorted view of the body, believing they have serious flaws that are not apparent to others. Spend significant amount of time thinking about their appearance, checking their reflection, or engaging in compulsive behaviors to improve their perceived flaws. Let's see what else. Focus on specific body parts such as skin, hair, weight. I might title this "When you activate, you develop body dysmorphia." Now, we're not looking at this as a mental health condition. We are looking at this as a way to say, and knowing that this aligns with our mental health and with our emotional intelligence as it relates to your mission and your purpose. But just getting back to the point here, listen, Many of you are not who you used to be. Many of you do not look like what you used to look like, even though you think, when you look in the mirror, you may think, oh, okay. But y'all have been putting in the work on yourself, and it is showing. You have been putting the work in yourself, and it is showing up on the outside, which is why opportunities, people, places, and things are beginning to align to you for your mission and your purpose, because what Spirit is telling me is you are now ready. You are ready, and you're ready because you continue to put this work on and in yourself. But let's get back to the meat of this. Listen, when you activate, you get nervous and intimidated by what you're activating, because what you're activating really is magnetic. It really is attractive. It really is sexy. It really is alluring. It really is magnetic. It really is yummy, juicy, and delicious. And heavy is the head that wears the crown of all of these activations. Why? Because all eyes are on you, right? People are listening when you speak. You have the floor. You become intimidated and nervous by what you're activating, because even for me, what came to me is I felt nervous. I was like, oh my gosh, like the amount of work it has taken us to get to this point. You get nervous because in your mind, you're thinking, can I keep up with the responsibility of what I'm activating? I'll tell you a very basic lesson that I got. It was profound, but it came in the most basic way. So my natural nails, they grow very long. They grow very, very long. They grew so long, sometimes people thought they were fake. They thought they were acrylics. And I'm like, no, these are my nails. And every time my nails would grow long and I would have them for a while, they break like nails do. I'm picking up something or something at work or whatever. So a nail breaks and another nail breaks, or then it cracks and it chips. Natural nails take a lot of maintenance. Hell, acrylic nails probably take a lot of maintenance too, but I think natural nails take a lot more maintenance because you have to worry about keeping them hard so that they don't break. But they were breaking so much, and it made me nervous that my nails could grow so long, but they will break in the next moment from something I chipped them on or something like that. And what my spirit was telling me, and what my prayer and my mantras was, Spirit, ancestors, universe, help me maintain my growth. See, it's one thing to pray about and manifest, abundance and prosperity and having more and having better. But can we handle the responsibility of what it takes to handle growth? So my prayer and my manifestations and my meditations are now, universe, ancestors, higher self, lower self, angel, demons, heaven, hell, light, dark, help me maintain my growth. Because growth, we can do that. But can we maintain what we're growing? Can we maintain what we're activating? This is why heavy is the head that wears the crown, because there's a responsibility. There is a responsibility that we must carry. There are things we have to do, things we have to be consistent in and determined in order to maintain what we're activating and growing. And so I get nervous sometimes. I'm like, oh, can I maintain this growth? Those of you working on your body's changing. People say, oh my God, girl, you looking good. Oh my God. Oh my God, what you doing? What kind of working out you doing? People starting to ask you to work out with you. I remember when the DVD Black Girls Workout 2 DVD came out. Do y'all remember that? Anybody had that DVD? I still got it. It's in a box and collected somewhere. Anybody had the Black Girls Workout 2 DVD with Lana and Ellen Ector? I forget. I hope that's right. Honey, I couldn't wait. I got my hands on the DVD and I changed my body, right? I got my hands on that DVD. That DVD changed my body for the better. So much so that I went to the gym one day, and twice, a couple of different young girls walked up to me, young adults at the time. I don't know how old I was when that came out. Walked up to me, asked me if I was a personal trainer. Asked me if I was a personal trainer because it had changed my body so much. It activated my body so much to where girls were walking up to me asking me if I could help train them. And I said, I'm not a personal trainer. I just do this DVD. But she saw me in the gym and was like, whatever you're doing, I'll do it. I just want to work out with you. That is how much that DVD changed. Hello, did anybody have the same results with it? And so when you look back, hindsight being 2020, that DVD takes a lot of work. Working with the body mentally physically, spiritually, and emotionally. It takes a lot of work. Being in these human bodies take a lot of work. And so many of you probably feel nervous about maintaining what you activate because it does take work. Even me, I promise you, you are not alone. You are not alone. Now, before, maybe you've been on this journey before, like with me doing the DVD, and your body changed and you got thick again, gained the weight, started eating different stress hormones out of whack, and your body changes or whatever case. And so you're back on track again. And so you get nervous because part of this nervousness, oh my God, I don't want to fall off this wheel again. I don't want to fall off again. Can I maintain this? Because I see the attraction. I see what I'm attracting. I see the type of people I'm attracting, because your attraction points start to change. Your point of attraction starts to change. Who you're attracting starts to change when you activate, right? You're starting to attract the kind of guys who, you're like, oh, wow, okay, right? You're starting to attract high value people, whether that be professionally or romantically. You're starting to attract opportunities, people that want to be your friend, just want to be in your vicinity, right? And it's because the work you're doing in yourself. It's because of the work you're doing and continue to do on and in yourself. And so you can start to get nervous because you realize, wow, there is a responsibility and an emotional intelligence and a mental stability that we all must be equipped with to be able to handle this level of attraction. So even for me, I get nervous because sometimes you feel like, can I continue to put in this work on and in myself to maintain these points of attraction, to maintain in my purpose, in my mission, to fulfill the purposes and the missions in which I came to this planet to fulfill? I get a little bit nervous. Me too. Because heavy is the head that wears the crown. If it were easy, everybody would be doing it. So this walk, activating in your power, in your purpose, in your pussy, activating your beauty, your spiritual gifts, your talents, your skills. It isn't for the faint of heart, and it's not for the meek. It's not. It's for you, though, activated alchemists, the chosen ones. This is why you're here. It's for you. This is why you're here again, because like me, many of you, seems like we've been on this roller coaster of aligning with who and what we are, only to seem like we get knocked back down 5 or 10 times and getting back up and get, that whole fall down 7, get up 8, right? We've been here trying to find out who and what we are for the longest time. But now that we know, there ain't no going back, B, right? And it definitely isn't any going back, because now, not only have we activated our powers and all that, who and what we are, but we have called on and activated ancient, spiritual, non-physical beings to support us on this mission in life. And as we've activated these non-physical beings, Spirit is also telling me that there are going to be people coming into your life, if they haven't already, that's going to help you maintain what you've activated. Not just non-physical beings, but physical beings, human beings coming into your life to help you maintain and stay erect and aroused in your purpose and your power and your pussy and in your missions. I'm one of those physical beings that's here for you. I'm here for you if you're here for me, right? For those of you who are ready for one-on-one exclusives with help activating and staying aroused in your purpose and your mission and your pussy, reach out to me. The information is in the description box. Email me if you're ready for one-on-one exclusive work with me. I'm one of those people that will help continue to ensure that you are equipped mentally and emotionally and physically, so that you are fulfilling your mission and your purpose, so that you are activating in your beauty and your magnetism and remain activated, never going back to sleep again. We can't go back to sleep anyway. We can't. But there are certain things that, practices that we have to put and incorporate in our daily lives that help us remain activated, so that when we look in the mirror, we may be intimidated by what we're seeing, because, oh my gosh, I've actually become what I've dreamt. I'm actually living this life. I'm actually living this fairy tale that I've dreamt about. I'm actually experiencing the body and the life and the lifestyle that I've dreamt about and that I admired and saw in other people. I actually look like the person I've always desired to be. I'm actually that. Because why? Because I put in the work internally and externally, and I'm actually seeing it show up in my life now. There are things that we do on a day-to-day basis. There are things that I do on a day-to-day basis to help me remain aroused and activated in my power and in my purpose and in my pussy. And for those of you who are ready to be equipped to do this yourself, to maintain in your power and your purpose and your pussy through your activations, again, one-on-one exclusives are available. I have revamped my one-on-one exclusives. It was a 3-month long program. I've now condensed that 3-month down to 1 month. So it's now a 4-week long program. It used to be 12 weeks. Now it's 4 weeks, 1 month. 1 month, 4 weeks, 30 days or 31 days, you have to work with me. So we got 30 days because it only takes 30 days to create new habits, right? Right? So I've condensed it again from 3 months to 1 month. So we got 4 weeks, 30 days to work with me. That's more than enough time for me to get you on the path of activating in your power and in your purpose and in your pussy. Okay? The 4 weeks, in that 4 weeks, there are 3 phases. Okay, we go through each phase. We go through a phase each week. And on the 4th week, we do a big reveal. On the 4th week, we do some branding and some image things. So reach out to me for those of you who are ready. I will have a free consultation video call with you to decide if I think you're a good fit for working with me one-on-one. Also, since I've condensed it from 3 months to 1 month, okay, 4 weeks long, it's a little bit more. It's, let me say a little bit more. It is probably or possibly more affordable for those of you who are ready for that. I do understand that financially things have shifted for a lot of people. And so I've made it faster, more affordable. It's still as powerful. It's going to be even more powerful because it's condensed, meaning we're going to be doing a lot in a short amount of time. So you got to be ready. Also, one-on-one exclusives with me are tailored and targeted for you. So once we have our one-on-one consultation, you decide you're ready to move forward. I decide if you're a good fit, okay, and then we decide together if we move forward. I design the program to work for you, right? So I do have my basics with the phase, but I design the program to work for you. So there is no each week things will change based on what we talked about previously, based on where you are energetically, based on where you are mentally, based on what you're ready for. Things will change. Again, it's tailored and targeted for you. So that's what I wanted to share, y'all. Okay. When you activate, you get intimidated. You get nervous about this yummy, juicy, delicious person that you're activating because he or she is so magnetic and actually so sexy and wise. You're wise because you're now schooled by your serpent. You're activated in your halo. You're glowing. You're magnetizing and coming into all of this power of these activations. It makes you very nervous and you're intimidated because you're wondering if you can maintain, if you can keep up with all the power that you're activating. And I'm going to tell you this, the old you wouldn't have been able to, but this new you absolutely is equipped to. And for those of you who feel you're not fully equipped to keep up with what you're trying to activate or what you're being called to activate, one-on-one exclusives with me are now available. Heavy is the head that wears the crown. So call in your spiritual beings to help you maintain all that you're activating. Yes, you're going to be nervous. Yes, it's going to be intimidating. That comes with the territory of a chosen activated alchemist, right? Yes, you're going to feel all of these things that comes with it. But when you know you are equipped, it's kind of like when you're going on stage. You're going to feel nervous, right? The butterflies are there. You're going to feel nervous. But there's something about that nervousness that helps you perform even better. And the only reason why that nervousness helps you perform better is because you're equipped. Like for me, when I do a lot of public speaking or I do a lot of presentations or moderations or whatever it is, I always get nervous before I have a big presentation or a big talk to do or whatever. I always get nervous. But the thing that settles my nervousness, not even settles my nervousness, but the thing that empowers me about my nervousness is that I know that I am prepared. See, when you know that you're prepared, when you have the tools, that you feel equipped with the tools and the information that you need to do whatever it is that you do, whatever your missions and your purposes are, through singing, writing, music, dancing, doing hair, doing makeup, you feel you got all your tools laid out in front of you. You got all your tools lined up within you, mentally, physically, spiritually, emotionally. You are lined up. When you feel equipped, baby, you feel unstoppable. Da, 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 da. I'm invincible. I was something. I don't know the words. Y'all know what I'm talking about. I'm incredible. You feel that way and you perform that way. And the energy comes off so potent, so formidable, so powerful that people feel it from you. And it's nothing but standing ovations and cheers from there. So again, once you feel equipped, you feel ready to take it on, even with the nervousness. So again, when you activate, you will feel intimidated and you will feel nervous because you're wondering if you can keep up with the powers of what you're activating. And I'm here to tell you that if you're equipped with the knowledge and the information you need, that you're supposed to be equipped with, then you will be ready to fulfill your mission and your purpose. And it looks so damn sexy when you do. I hope y'all enjoyed this. I hope you like this. Share this. Make sure you get in the comment section. Don't forget Mercury's in retrograde. It is. Don't forget to get your copy of Activate. Click the Linktree link in my description box. That'll guide you to everywhere I am. Again, if you're ready to work one-on-one to be equipped in your purpose, power, magnetism, and pussy, email me, TimmeshaBurgess@gmail.com. Don't forget to become a member over on Patreon. We do our deep, yummy, delicious deep dives over there. So become a member. All right. And I'll speak to y'all in the next episode. Ciao for now. Mwah.